Okay, so the question is that you've had a residence visa for, say, a 3-year limit of stay. Say, for example, 1, 2, 2, and you're in your 3-year pattern before you get over the line for 7 years. And you're in that 3-year period, and say soon after you get that 3-year limit of stay, you leave your employer for one reason or another, and then you spend time without a formal employment, and through the passage of time, you then have an opportunity to make an application to adjust your sponsorship to a new employer. Will that time spent without a formal sponsor break your continuity of residence? No, it doesn't. There are 2 privileges that come with an employment visa. You get the privilege to work for that employer, but you also get the privilege to reside. And the privilege to reside flows naturally from the privilege to work, because you clearly need to be able to be living in Hong Kong to report for work each day. When you stop working for your existing employer, your privilege to work ceases at that point. But your privilege to reside continues until either your current limit of stay expires or the Immigration Department take it away from you, which they never do. So whilst you're in the situation where you're between employers, your privilege to reside continues. Where it gets important subsequently is if that is a long period of time, the onus on you is to show that you remain settled in Hong Kong. Because if you're still working, by implication, you're settled because you're showing up for work every day. If you're not working, then there is a prima facie responsibility on your part to show to the department that you were still settled in Hong Kong, and that your intention to remain present in Hong Kong is manifest through what was going on in your life at that point. And normally what you do is if the Immigration Department raise the issue, is you show that all throughout that time you were earnestly looking to re-engage in work in Hong Kong, or perhaps you were doing some research with the possibility of starting your own business. So you'll have your residence, you'll have your tenancy agreements. You'll have all vestiges of your settled life in Hong Kong that you can show to the Immigration Department, but time spent between employers won't necessarily be a negative thing. It just means that you've got a greater responsibility if they ask you to show that it wasn't your intention to abandon your settlement by virtue of you having spent a period of time without an employer. Yeah.